don't know if it's gonna be any good since we haven't really seen anything, but just with that as well, you know, you gotta pay for the DLCs, but I hear that you can only get them by doing the season pass, which is $60, which is kind of like, damn, man. The game itself costs $60, and then the season pass is another $60. So basically, to play zombies on Advanced Warfare, you gotta pay $120. $50, $60 for the game, and then another $60 for the season pass. So the reason why, like, I hate like supporting Call of Duty, honestly, because it's like that. Oh, the lag is real on their end. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna wait on it until Zombies comes out, and then I'll decide if I want to like pay all that money to play it, honestly, since I already paid so much just to have it on this system. Oh lord, crawler. Well, that's good that you don't have to pay to play online, dude. That is way awesome. I have to pay, you know, like $8 every month. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Though everyone keeps saying it's good, they're leaving Battlefield 4 for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, so. That's the thing, the gameplay is the same like any other like Call of Duty game. That's the thing that bugs me about it. You know, I'm not impressed, it still all looks the same. Yeah. I'm thinking about getting a PS4 though. I'm really through with like Microsoft. I'd rather support Sony, honestly. I think a lot of people are, man. Mine is too, man. Video games are a luxury, though, too. I mean, don't feel like you should always have to buy video games. You know, they're gonna be continuing to support this old generation of systems for another 2 years at least, maybe tops. So I mean, don't even like feel like you have to get the next gen. There isn't even that many good games on it, honestly. Don't feel like you're being left out, you know. Video games, like I said, are a luxury for people. It's supposed to be if you can afford it. A lot of people think that, you know, anyone can just go ahead and buy them, but dude, don't feel that way. If you can't, you can't, you know. It's not a big deal. Some people are just more lucky than others and, you know, can afford it. Some just, you know, really honestly can't. I'm in there too, man. I gotta save up money just to be able to afford a PS4, you know, because it costs so much. Yeah, it would be cheaper, honestly. The only thing is I already have an Xbox, so I think I just gotta, since I stream, depending on how serious I want to stream, I may just, you know, basically, go next gen. I'm streaming for about a year. It's gonna be 2 years in July. But like I said, I'm in no rush to like get it. There's a new Batman game coming out that I kind of want to try out, and you know, that's about it. I'm really in no hurry to do it. I mean, I have this computer that I play games on as well, and the Xbox that have a ton of games that I don't even touch, you know, so it's like, I'm not in a rush to get a new system right away because of that. Oh my god, why did I do that to myself? Last I read, that's what they said about the Xbox. If Sony decides to do that, that would be so fucking cool because, you know, I support that they're willing to go with it for another 5 years. As far as I know, Xbox Live for the 360 is only going to be on for another 2 years until 2016, and then that's it. They're going to stop supporting it, and then you won't be able to play any games online. So I assumed, you know, that maybe that's how it is for this PlayStation 3 as well. That they're just gonna move on and, you know, leave the PS3 in the dust. That's what I'm thinking. I might just go next gen. I mean, trust me, it's not that I want to. I just might be forced into it though, but we'll see. Give me something good, please. But not the MTAR. Oh wait, I mean there's Christmas is coming up. They're gonna sell some bundles, I'm sure. What you can do at GameStop, which is pretty awesome, is let's say I decided to pre-order a PS4 that comes with a couple of games for a Christmas bundle. On all pre-orders, you could always like slowly pay it off if you pre-order in advance. So let's say it's coming out in December. I order it now and I slowly just pay it off, you know, put $250 in every couple of weeks or so, and I should be able to afford it. But that's like if I want to go down that route. God, whoever did that's really trolling. I feel like there's more people buying like Sony now than with this next gen than they are with Microsoft in general, actually, though. But, you know, it's really too early to tell, since most systems have about 5 years lifespan anyway, 5 to 6 years, or like 10 years nowadays. Especially with this last gen, it seems like they lasted a little longer. It used to be about 4 years, so they're starting to, just people don't want to buy new systems anymore. Obviously, you and me, you know, we're putting it off. I think other people are too. Oh god. The struggle's real. Hell, Smash Brothers is coming out in a little while, in December. I kind of want to get a Wii U. Isn't that weird? Maybe I'll go that route, who knows? In fact, actually, if I could afford it, I would actually go strictly PC. It seems like PC got all the same games you can get on Xbox that are supposedly exclusives. You know, they're supposed to be exclusives to the Xbox One, but you can get them on the PC. And there's other games that you can't play on either system, so I kind of like want to go that route. But it costs, like, to get a good computer that runs games better than an Xbox One or PS4, it's gonna cost like $3,000. And then that'll last you for about the same amount, about 10 years. Oh, not 3,000, maybe like $1,000 to $2,000. But it's gonna look graphically way better than any of the next gens. But like I said, it all depends on how serious I want to do this streaming thing, honestly. Which for now is just for fun. I mean, it's not really paying the bills or anything. Oh, somebody needs to get revived. There's no jug in this one. It's what makes this map actually so much harder when you play Grief, but it's more fun, honestly. That's awesome. That guy who's doing that for you, that person who's doing that, honestly though, that is really fucking cool. That's a really nice person. Can you tell me what the name of their stream is? I might want to give them a follow just because that's really nice of them to do that and support them. You don't find a lot of streamers that support their community that much, dude. It's funny though. I've heard people. I don't personally play Transit that often. Not one of my favorites. I like Mob of the Dead. I like Mob of the Dead pretty much. I mean, any of the Grief maps pretty much. But I mean, I've gotten tired of Town because it's like the map you get without buying a DLC and it comes with the game. So I've played the holy hell out of it. But you know, I've heard other people like Dialect Idea, Syndicate, a bunch of other people say that like Transit's the worst. They hate it. That was pretty hectic there for a second. Alright, I'm going to probably down myself, but I'm gonna go actually follow him right now. Oh dude, that's awesome, he modded you. So you're gonna see a window for a second. Let me go back and copy his name actually. Is that exactly how you spell it though? I'm going to hit him up right now, give him a follow. Oh, gotta pay attention to the game. Don't down yourself. Oh well. I downed myself. We're gonna lose, I think. Alright, let me find this guy real quick. Paste. Sorry, trying to stay alive and follow this guy. I found him though. Alright, give him a follow. Does he have anime on his page? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I think we're gonna start over. Yep. Thank you, man. It was really fucking up earlier. Glad it's working actually pretty good right now. Like, unfortunately, I don't stream a lot of zombies that often. It's because my birthday. It's like what people like to watch. I used to get like 15 views like every time I streamed. Then I got tired of streaming zombies. You know, I just got really sick of it because I had played the hell out of it. Just literally like the hell out of it. Kind of like how Syndicate is like plays like Minecraft now and stuff. I'm the same way. I've kind of just like grown tired of playing zombies so much. Even though I'm like okay at it, I wouldn't. People say I'm good. I'm not that good, honestly. Your friend probably who you follow on stream is probably better than me, but yeah. So I decided to just be nice and play what people like to watch me play, which is this. And you know. All right, cool. Thank you. I'll check him out. I mean, I love to watch other people play zombies. I don't hate zombies. I love it. It's just like I've played it I've put way too many hours into it, honestly. But I feel like I'm gonna disappoint you because I don't play zombies as often as people would probably like me to. So if that's what you like to watch, I'm apologizing ahead of time. But who knows, you know, you might encourage me to get back into it. Maybe if I play just like Grief, maybe it's alright, it won't be as bad. I'm not really a high level guy though, I can't get past like maybe level 30, maybe level 20 on my own. If I play solo, like you just saw I got up to level 16 on Kino. That's awesome. That's why I hit him a follow, man, because like I think that's really cool of him to support the community. Someone who is a mod in his stream, you know, to do that is pretty awesome. It's really nice of him. I love people like that. I mean, I definitely support people that are like that, you know. I think they deserve it. You deserve a follow. Why not? So what DLC do you plan on getting? I mean, if you're digging Grief, I think you should get Mob of the Dead, but I mean, if you're into like solo gameplay, Origins is pretty awesome. As far as the map goes, it's pretty to look at. The only one I'm missing is the one that takes place in China. Oh, I gotta run away. There's the guard behind me. The big boy. Goddamn zombie downed me. That's pretty awesome, dude. Yeah, Mob of the Dead would be a good one. I mean, don't say that just because I'm playing it. You should get whatever map you want. I just think there's so much more to do. If you get Mob of the Dead, you can get the solo. You can do the you could do a Grief, which is play with 8 players, 4 on 4, which is fun, which I love to play. The only other one I like is Buried, but I think Buried is honestly way too easy. It's one of the easiest maps to like win at. And it gets to a point where you get to round like 30 and everyone's just bored and leaves the game, including the host, because it just goes on forever. It's not a bad map, it's just one of those maps that it's too easy. Like I said, it's just anyone can do really well on it, even solo. When Buried first came out, people were getting like world records left and right because it was so easy. That's just to give you an example. Them headshots. Oh god. You know, I felt like I was gonna get down because I got too close to him. Yes, Die Rise. I always forget the name of it. It's like, oh yeah, that Chinese one? Yeah, that one wasn't one of my favorites just because it didn't come with Grief or anything. I wish Origins came with Grief, but I think the reason why they didn't do Grief on Origins is because it's such a big map. It's like really big. And I don't think graphically the Xbox could handle handle it being, you know, on Grief. Alright, let's I got max ammo now. Should I give that up for the fail? Give me a ray gun, come on. Don't give me a zombie. It's like Ascension, yeah. That's a good call. It is a lot like Ascension, you're right. Oh, this poor guy's like running a train like crazy. I don't know if he's gonna make it. Nice! Nice! He needed that so bad. Round of applause to that guy who got the bomb. I'm not even paying attention to the game anyway. I'm more curious of what you got to say. Been paying attention more to what that. If we win, it's all good. I haven't been playing that good though, honestly. Not up to par. Well, like I had enough time to pack a punch it. We won! Not too many drop frames, it looks like. Do another game of this, so I wasn't really paying attention. And I think I'm gonna stream for another 45 minutes, maybe. Alright, let's leave this lobby and start a new one. Hell yeah, dude. You know, it's not easy to get mod, honestly. It's really hard. You have to be... For a difference, it depends on people, you know. Different people have different requirements. For me, example, I give mods to people that are like here every day. They're willing to commit to the stream and be there and not troll me and just be good people. So, I mean, he probably saw something in you. I mean, it's not easy to get a mod in any stream. And in more popular streams, it's even harder to do. I'm just talking about little streams like mine. You know, that's the only requirements I really ask, that you're there every day, you show commitment, and that, you know, you're not there to hurt anybody in the stream or, you know, say any bad things. Then you know, usually it's I mod them. Mods that I got now haven't been in my stream in a while, actually, because they're too busy with life and real life stuff, unfortunately. But you know, I don't got too many people to deal with. As you saw earlier, you know, I have enough time to time them out or ban them if they say anything inappropriate. But yeah, that's just something you should be really proud of. I'm not even a mod in anybody's stream that I know of, I don't think. But I'm not really as far as like Twitch goes, I'm not somebody that is actually very communicative in streams. Like, I'm not like you, like talking all the time in streams. I'm more of a lurker. I just like watch on the Xbox through the app. So that's probably why I'm not a mod in anybody's stream. More of a supporter than an active person. Like I said, it takes a lot of people's time to become a mod. You know, you gotta give up just about most of your regular time. You gotta love the person you're watching and really support them to be their mod, it seems like. Yeah, and you know, it's too bad. You should explain that to people that unmod you. What I tell people, you know, it's like, you know, streaming and watching a stream is what you do on your free time. School and work should always come before anything else. That's more important than anything, you know, anything that has to do with the stream. So yeah, I feel your pain. I think school is something you should first and foremost pay attention to more than than somebody's stream. You know, that's just too bad that they don't they didn't see that. But you know, it is really hard. You know, I'm not currently working right now, so it's easy for me to watch people's streams and support them. But even then, I spread thin across only like maybe 4 streams that I really like, but I follow like 50 people. Dude, that's pretty awesome. You should be very proud of that, honestly. Must be really hard to like keep track of all that, especially if they're all streaming at once. It's like, who do you decide on who to watch, right? Must be tough. That's the thing. That's why I don't want to dedicate myself too much, because like you really have to be. It's like a job that you don't get paid for. That's why I'm glad that guy is giving you a game. At least he's showing his or a DLC like card. He's giving you, you know, props to you for doing that. Just acknowledging your hard work. Just checking out the camera, make sure I'm centered. By the way, if you've never played Hotline Miami, it's a game worth checking out. I think they do have it on the PS4, maybe PS3. It's this is actually the sequel music. Hotline Miami, wrong number. Should be coming out sometime by the end of this year. We'll look at the lag. Hope it's not on my end. Nope, I got green. Awesome. I didn't get a good look at him because I had to get back into the game, but it looks like he has a lot of followers, so it seems like he's a very popular streamer, dude, which is awesome too. One of my goals I hope to obtain and achieve someday. Of course, like I said, I don't stream zombies too much anymore, so I think that has a lot to do with not having a lot of viewers. People want to, you know, don't want to watch me play indie games, even though that's what I like to play. That's what makes me happy. I can only play so much of zombies after a while, and then I just can't stand it. And then I had to take a break. He has like 1 billion mods. That's good though. I mean, it means they're watching over him, making sure there's no no trolls, no one trying to, you know, be an asshole. Sometimes some people get scared by that though, honestly, because they are afraid that they can't say anything when there's that many mods. There's like more mods than there are viewers and stuff. like two cops over there, just like watching one hole. It's pretty funny. All right, gotta risk it for the biscuit. I want to open the side door and make it harder for everybody. Oh, dude, that's really nice. You don't have to. If you remember to do that, that would be cool, man. Like I said, I don't know if you'll like me because I'm not really not anymore. I'll try to get back into it. You know, I'm kind of, after today, I kind of feel like I'm getting bit by the zombie bug and wanting to play zombies again. But yeah, I don't want to disappoint him either. But I appreciate that, dude. That means a lot to me, honestly. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's pretty cool, man. It's very encouraging. I love, you know, support from other people. Let's open the side door here. Yeah, sometimes that could be scary for some people because they freak out and they're like, oh my god, I hope I don't say the wrong thing. There's so many mods here, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. But it's just, you know, it's just people showing their support, helping him out, watching his back. It's like family, right? So to speak. Oh, I love it when the grenades don't do anything. Alright, well, we can get a rifle now. Maybe? No? Still not yet? Oh my gosh. Now I can. 500. I was playing, yeah, my bad. I was playing it for a second. I should change that here. I'm gonna down myself. I forgot to change it. That is my bad. Oh. And I'm playing Hotline Miami music too. I was playing Kino der Toten for a little bit, up until round 15 or 16, then I decided to switch it up to Black Ops 2. There, I changed it. There, sir. The Twitch police is here. I'm just kidding, by the way. It's busy. You want me to go back to Kino? Where were you like an hour ago, 2 hours ago, when I was playing it? Oh, thank you, man. Like I said, I've been streaming for about, in July it's going to be 2 years, so about a year, more than a year and a half. Probably for the first year I was streaming a lot of zombies, and like I said, I just got tired of it because I played it way too much. I was trying to get, since I have a Mac right now, I was trying to get the world record on the Mac because no one plays it on the Mac. So if I reached like round 30 by myself on the Mac, I would have gotten the world record for it because there's no official, like, no one has officially stated that they got the world record on the Mac. And I could only get up to like 29, 25 or something like that, like close but not close enough. So I just honestly thought, you know, I'm not good enough for this, like there's no way I can do it. So I just like gave up and I haven't really gone back since, honestly. It's just really discouraging, I guess you could say. But you know, I don't mind playing a round of grief here and there because it's easy to just pick it up and not, you know, give a crap about, you know, winning or losing or trying to get to the world record or anything. Because I'm not doing anything. Because if I wasn't streaming, I would just be watching something, you know, not really doing anything. Due to my injuries, I'm not really, you know, able to go out and hang out with friends and stay out long and party and dance or do crazy things or get romantic with any women or ladies or have myself a nice little good time, you know. So a lot of it consists of staying at home, so I decided to, you know, stream. Because I didn't do it last year, so it's either that or do nothing at all. And I said, no way, man, I'm gonna stream on my birthday. Or I'd be watching some wrestling or something, maybe, I don't know. I like to stream, it's not a bad thing. I have fun playing video games. Not really. My money right now is kind of like spread thin on things that I'm buying. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can see some of my old hobby videos that I have. I'm gonna get back into that, and I have some stuff on pre-order. I'm not gonna say too much more because it's coming in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna do some video reviews of it. But yeah, you know, I would probably spend that money towards games or something instead, and be like streaming that on my birthday. But no, instead I'm waiting for that stuff to come in the next couple months. I should have a couple of those things coming in December. Whoa. Run. Reload. Slow reload. But yeah, I'm not honestly missing out much by not going and partying with people on my birthday. I'm not really a drinker anyway. I don't like getting drunk because the hangovers suck. Sucks to throw up the next morning and just be like, ugh. Oh man, I had a great time with you, baby. Ugh. It's not very fun. Oh no, I was watching ROH, not SmackDown or Raw. Out of the WWE, the only thing I really watch is NXT. I'm actually subscribed to the WWE network, but I'm going to get rid of it after February. Once my 6-month subscription is over, thank God. I'm kind of getting tired of just Raw and SmackDown. It's not good anymore. I'd rather watch NXT, ROH, independent wrestling, stuff like that. But yeah, even TNA is kind of not as good anymore either. But yeah, I'm more into indies, ROH. NXT just got a new wrestler that's from England and Japan. His name is his name is Finn Balor, but his real name before he joined the WWE was actually Prince Devitt or Fergal Devitt. If you search him on YouTube and look for Prince Devitt versus Pac, who is now in the WWE known as Adrian Neville, you'll watch one of the best matches you've ever seen in your life. It is so good, and he's now quickly becoming my favorite new wrestler. But yeah, Prince Devitt or Fergal Devitt. If you just search him on YouTube, prepare to be amazed. The guy is an amazing talent. But yeah, you know, I like those independent wrestlers, these new up-and-coming wrestlers that are really just super talented, and put people like Triple H, Batista, all these slow, muscly like wrestlers to shame, because these other ones are flashier, they can do high-risk moves, and are tinier, they're not as big, and that's fine because they move faster. I was just, before I streamed, I was watching some ROH. This week's on, it was actually November 1st, it's a little bit behind, but it was the return of Matt Bourne, as he was known in the WWE, Matt Sydal, and he wrestled against AJ Styles from TNA, who used to be in TNA, he's now in ROH. The phenomenal one, and they just put on like one hell of a match. A lot better than some of the stuff you see on Raw and SmackDown, man. But like I said, I do watch a lot of NXT, so NXT is coming around. They're the same wrestlers that are from that same federation, ROH, so it's good to see, you know, some really good wrestling on WWE again, instead of like the same boring Hulk Hogan stuff, basically. Oh, thank you, Mavlor. I appreciate that. We're just talking about wrestling. Yeah, Batista. A lot of it had to do with the fact that the fans didn't like him, dude. They were just like, they were calling him Blutista and just like revolting against him. You know, he didn't like that. And, you know, I didn't expect that to happen. That was kind of out of the blue that they reacted that way. Because, like, you know, mostly fans like that stuff. They're not like me that have that same kind of opinion about wrestling, that, you know, don't like that slow, boring, muscly wrestling like that. So I was surprised to see that they were mad about him coming to WWE. Honestly, it was quite a shock. Ray gun, please. Ray gun, ray gun, ray gun, ray gun. Tommy gun's okay. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Now I know you're awesome. Okay, okay. All those names, and you said New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know what I'm talking about then. Yeah. Those are all the best wrestlers. I'm just tired of the WWE, honestly. Like I said, I'd rather watch ROH, people that no one's ever heard of, and those same wrestlers you just mentioned, except with the exception of Brock Lesnar, who came from UFC and OVW and WWE. You know, those are all independent wrestlers. They're all good ones that, you know, no one's ever heard of, and no one gives them, you know, if they're not watching WWE, they don't watch independent wrestling, so they don't know what that stuff is. It's stuff that you have to go out of your way to go and find, you know, out there, especially wrestling from Japan and stuff. You have to go and find it. Go download torrents and stuff, you know, because it's not readily available in America. Only, you know, real hardcore wrestling fans like you and me probably, you know, would go out of their way to go and do that. And nowadays, casual fans aren't into like doing that kind of work and looking for that kind of good wrestling. You know, they're more into just watching what's given to them from the WWE. They don't care. You know, Randy Orton's another great example. He's a good wrestler as far as he doesn't mess up. He doesn't hurt people by messing up on his moves. But he is honestly a very boring wrestler. I just watched, you know, oh, they just kicked me out for no reason. Or the person just like left. Hell in a Cell, the last pay-per-view, it was Randy Orton versus John Cena for like the 20th, 30th time. It was just boring. I was honestly straight up, no lie, just going to sleep, just like passing out. I couldn't stand watching it. It's just boring as hell. But as a well-rounded wrestler, he's alright. He doesn't mess up any moves. He's, for what he does, I guess it's good, but it's just not my cup of tea. Like I said, like more flashier, faster wrestling, more stiff wrestling, stuff that's more realistic, more real, kind of like the stuff you watch on NXT, you know, Sami Zayn, stuff like that. Yeah, it's too bad, you know, because the sad thing about Batista also is that the WWE paid like millions of dollars to have him come and wrestle because he's doing this movie. You know, he did that movie with Disney, Guardians of the Galaxy, so his money went up to have him wrestle. And it's, you know, too bad they wasted money and just to have the fans receive him that way. Yeah. Seth Rollins, speaking of independent wrestlers, is a great wrestler as well, and I'm glad he's getting that push that he deserves. He's really talented, does a lot of high-flying moves. Ambrose doesn't really do that same kind, but just his character is so good. And those guys all came from that same ROH, that same old independent wrestling, you know. And they just got hired by WWE, so it's just, this is the future of wrestling. These are young guys that are going to eventually come in and take those people's place anyway, John Cena and Randy Orton and stuff. But you kind of need, like, sometimes you kind of need the Batistas because they are, like, in movies, they have this huge notoriety. They bring in casual fans or people that, you know, have seen the movie and want to see him wrestle. Like, The Rock is even in that same, you know, caliber, even though I like The Rock a lot. Third generation wrestler, you know, I think he's really great on the microphone and stuff, something that a lot of wrestlers aren't good at anymore. But, you know, his style can be considered pretty boring by my standards, but I mean, I think as an overall wrestler, he's pretty good. And you need that person with that kind of just huge notoriety and just like, you know, just being a superstar, being a movie superstar. Attention that he gets from casual fans and people that don't watch wrestling. He brings in all those people because he's in movies like Hercules and stuff. I agree, Seth is the future, man. All those guys from NXT are the future. Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, Kenta, Devitt, all those guys are the future. Even Rollins, you know, he's going to be the next Batista kind of boring wrestler, you know, because he's a big guy, he can do power moves. I would even prefer him over, like, John Cena, for example. John Cena is a lot like Hulk Hogan, and it's just, like, the same boring moves, and I, for one, am kind of getting tired of it. I think it's time to make way for other new people and just, you know, let him rest. Just put him to pasture. Maybe he'll turn bad guy just like Hogan did after a couple of years. That would be kind of cool. So he can reinvent himself. But, yeah, he's just been pushing people down and not letting them get to the top because he's just always on top himself. Bo Dallas, yeah, even Bo Dallas is alright. I would prefer him over a bunch of other wrestlers. If you watched him on NXT, he was the champion of NXT for a little while, but people didn't like that. They wanted someone else to be a champion like Sami Zayn. And now that he's over on Raw and SmackDown, he's just a joke. He's not treated seriously. Same with Cesaro ever since he left like NXT too. Great wrestler, but just squash him all the time. Yeah, Bo Dallas's dad is IRS, if you guys remember from way back in the day. Or that's his dad, and then Blackjack Mulligan is his grandpa, which is that's a lot of history right there as far as wrestling goes. It's like two good people to have as your grandfather and father. A lot of experience right there. Ace DeFizzy, if you're still in the stream, I would recommend, if you're into wrestling a lot, to check out something called U-Shoots by Kayfabe Commentaries. They're you can probably torrent them or just find them online if you're lucky, or buy them. They're worth buying, some of them. They're basically interviews with wrestlers that they call shoot interviews. They're real interviews, about the real person and stories behind the scenes that you don't get to find out that's going on. It's just they're really interesting to watch because it's a new look on stuff that you like. It's just like, for me, it's just really interesting to watch that kind of stuff. Opening the side doors so we can get more points and make it harder for everybody. Makes the rounds go quicker. Just can't sit here having fun being too easy, right? Bray Wyatt is really good too. Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think his gimmick is really amazing. It's something new. It's almost like a fresh look on Undertaker, almost homage. A lot of people ask like why him and Dean Ambrose are having a feud together, and I think it's just because they're two weirdos. I mean, what more do you have to do? It's like, hey, I'm wrestling you because you're weird and I'm weird. I'm trying to board up this window. Do you mind, zombie? Yeah, Kayfabe Commentaries, they have something called U-Shoots. They have people basically send them questions, and they're usually really weird people. And but they're really fun to watch. They're funny, they're entertaining, and they also have this other series called KC Timeline, Kayfabe Commentaries Timelines, and they do the history of, like, for example, 1991, 1981, 1985, and they go back in time for that whole year to see what happened during wrestling and just, like, go through, like, some of the crazy stuff, which are really interesting to watch, too. Like I said, if you are very knowledgeable with computers and know how to torrent stuff and find stuff on your own that way, I would definitely recommend it. They're worth your time if you really want to learn more about wrestling. I live in California, Northern California, actually. Yeah, it's weird that they're brothers, Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas. They, first of all, don't look alike, but they're yin and yang as far as characters go, but it just goes to show you how very talented that family is, because they can do that. They can bring out two guys like that from the same family. It's pretty awesome. Excuse me, sir. Oh, that max ammo. Chicago, Chi-Town, man. home of the Chi-Town Rumble, the famous wrestling match between Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Ric Flair. One of the best matches, one of the best feuds they ever had. Chicago's a good town, man. I bet, you know what? I bet you're right. If there was a split screen that was like half the face of Bray Wyatt and the other half was Bo Dallas, I probably could see some resemblance. Maybe compare them to their dad and grandpa, I would probably see definitely a huge resemblance as well. Both of you live in Chicago, that's pretty awesome. CM Punk is from Chicago. Also another good wrestler, just as good as Kenta. Very similar to Kenta, they go to sleep, they both do the same finisher, or they used to at least. Kenta used to, I don't think he does it anymore, but yeah. Isn't Colt Cabana from Chicago too, if I'm not mistaken, or is he from Detroit? That's another good wrestler from Chicago, Colt Cabana, independent wrestler. There's a documentary I saw with him and another wrestler called The 7 Levels of Hate, and it was 7 matches that they had over a good couple years, and it was, each match was different, so all 7 matches were leading up to this, like, the last match. So, you know, you had your dog collar match, which is a very old school match, and then you had your cage match, you know, and you had your title on a pole, I think, match, 3 falls match, you know, all the classic matches you could think of. They had 7 of them, each one different, leading up to the cage match at the end, which was the final match between the two to help settle the feud between the two. And there's a documentary following like all the troubles they went through to put all 7 matches together and get it done. And it was a really good documentary. Let's turn down the music just a wee bit and not get killed. Oh god. Do do do. Yeah, I know, it feels like 2 hours. Thank you, I really appreciate it. And I don't know if you saw when I was starting out the stream, it's because of you guys getting me to talk about wrestling, something that I know a lot about and I'm very interested in. Obviously, I'm a huge mark, I'm a big fan of wrestling. I've been watching since I was a kid in the 80s, you know. Shawn Michaels is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, you know. That's why I like independent wrestling, because he was kind of, you know, did moonsaults and did all this aerial stuff. So, being Mexican, I'm brown. I also like a lot of lucha libre stuff too, so, you know, go figure. But yeah, I was very quiet at the beginning of the stream. If you guys were watching before, I wasn't saying anything, which is pretty typical of me. I'm pretty shy if no one's talking to me in the chat. I can't honestly think of things to talk about. But thank you guys. I'm being a lot more vocal. It's always good for a stream. Anyone that's watching for the first time is probably thinking like, "Well, this guy's awesome." And I can't do that if I'm just in here quiet and not talking about anything. So thank you guys for sticking with me for as long as you have. And you know, thanks. You know, I'm not even really paying attention to the game so much. More paying attention to what you guys are saying. Yeah, it's really sad to see CM Punk go, but you know what? I think he's just not that kind of wrestler. He's fed up with that kind of wrestling that that WWE is known for. I think if he was in ROH or if he was in NXT, he would be a lot more happier because it's more of his style of wrestling, independent wrestling. You know, from some of the interviews and stuff I read about since he's left, I could tell, you know, just like the pipe bomb interview, he was really unhappy with the way wrestling was as far as WWE, that mainstream kind of stuff. He was just tired of it, you know. He's very much his Punk character, which is, you know, not to be part of like the masses being this like hugely popular thing that everyone's into. He's more being punk rock and being different and, you know, not following the sheep. He's, you know, the guy leading the pack, not following the pack. So it's just, I don't think it's just meant for him. He wasn't He's from another time almost. Different kind of style of wrestling, so. He basically wasn't happy, you know, wrestling anymore, and that's his job, something he likes to do, so. You know, if you're no longer happy doing that kind of line of work, then you're just gonna leave. Go find something else to do. He was at Comic-Con recently, though. San Diego Comic-Con. So it was good to see him there and ask some questions and talk to stuff. That's what I think I like about him. He's different. He's in the comics and stuff. He's more of a nerd than he is a, you know, I don't know, your typical wrestling guy. Nowadays, a lot of wrestlers just want to use wrestling as a stepping stone to become a movie star or an actor. They're not really into wrestling anymore or learning the history and stuff, which is really sad. They just want to be famous, you know, they want to be like The Rock, make a lot of movies, not really care about like wrestling itself. Doom. Doom. Doo doo doo. I'm not falling for that trap. Boo doo 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 doo. Yeah, where I'm at right now it's 8:46 because I'm in the West Coast. So, you know, let me know if you guys need to go. It's, you know, I'm not putting a gun to your guys' head. I just love, you know, that you guys are here giving me things to talk about, wrestling and shit. And I'm also pretty somewhat knowledgeable about like collectibles and comic books. I'm pretty nerdy. Some old school video game stuff I'm really knowledgeable about. Probably not as much as wrestling, but you know, I'll give it my best shot. Like I said, if you guys gotta go ahead and go. I don't want to keep you guys from going to sleep or doing whatever you do. If you got school on Monday, I know it's Sunday. Plus, I'll probably be streaming only for another hour or so, so I'm not planning on staying up too late myself, you know. Sorry, I'm gonna look at the chat in just 1 second. I'm just trying to stay alive here and see what's going on. Then I'll take a look in case you guys are bouncing out. Doo doo doo. I wanted to buy this gun, please. Thank you. Let's go revive this guy. Daylight savings, yeah, it was at the beginning of the month. So, even if it's an hour behind, you know. Fire sale doesn't matter, we both get fire sales anyway. Let me open it, I got a lot of money. Ray gun, please. Oh god. The MTAR. Alright, Ham, dude. Have a good night, dude. Thank you. I hope to see you tomorrow. I might be streaming some more zombies if you'll be there. Thank you for staying for 2 hours, buddy. Man, I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Man, you have a good night. Take it easy, brother. Oh, God. Same with you, Spizzy, if you gotta go. It's alright, dude. I can't even look at the chat, it's so hard because I'm trying to stay alive. I don't know if he's dead. I don't think he is, though. Here, I can look at it now. Awesome, Stizzy. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Stefizzy. Oh shit! Now we're all down. I'll try to stay on for a little bit longer, like I said, for you, buddy, since you don't got school. You can talk about whatever you'd like. All right, Ham. Have a good night, dude. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, I'm into anime, but I haven't seen anime in a really long time. The last thing I saw was like Bleach and Naruto, and I didn't even get that far into them. Maybe like the first 100 episodes, not very far. So I know a lot of people are really into Revenge of the Titan or whatever it is. Steph is okay. Okay. Steph, like Stefan, or like Steph, like Stephanie. So yeah, I don't know much about anime nowadays. I know a lot about old anime, but not really new stuff, unfortunately. Astro Boy, Gigantor, Akira, that kind of stuff. We can talk about whatever. It doesn't have to be about manga or anime or comics. If you give me something to talk about, like a subject that you know something very well, and see if I know anything about it, then that would, you know, I might surprise you. You never know. I really should get a speed cola if I can afford it. I think it's like 3,000 maybe though. It's very expensive to get a speed cola. $3,000, yeah. I knew it cost quite a bit. So Steph, are you into zombies? Is that what got you to come in here, other than the fact that I was supposed to be streaming, the first one, and instead I'm playing Black Ops 2? But I'm predominantly a zombies player, though. I'm not really into multiplayer. First of all, I'm not really good at PvP. That's why I like zombies. I can kill other things, but not other people. I don't even have prestige, I think, on my account. Just to show you how much I really play it. Which is not a lot at all. Sports news, anything? Yeah. I'm not really, like I said, I only watch wrestling. I'm not really into sports. The last sport I watched was basketball, and that's when when Michael Jordan was playing for the Chicago Bulls. Which, you're a Chicago fan. Back then, back in 1990, actually, when I was in about 3rd grade, I had a teacher, and her son-in-law was Bill Cartwright, who was a Chicago Bulls basketball player at the time when Michael Jordan was playing, and he actually went to my high school. That's why he was very, very, very famous in our town, Bell Grove. And it was pretty cool to have her as a teacher, because she made us a promise at the beginning of the year. She's like, all right, just want to let you guys, she was a grumpy old teacher. She's like, guys, just want to let you know, my nephew, or my son-in-law, he plays for Chicago Bulls, and everyone always asks me for autographs. And she's like, I'll give you guys autographs, but you guys have to wait until the end of the year. You cannot bug me until then. You can't ask about it until then. And that was like her rule. So, at the end of the year, I had a basketball signed by the entire team, and this was when they were winning championships and stuff. It was really awesome. So yeah, that's a very fond memory of mine in basketball. But like, I haven't been watching since I was a kid. Like I said, sadly. I know the Lakers are pretty good. I'm from California. I should have been watching the Lakers when they were doing really good with Kobe Bryant. But even then, I don't watch a lot of basketball. News. I don't like talking about news, because usually news is really depressing, especially with what's going on now. We have Ebola, and just seems like times are not really good. They seem like they're just kind of crappy because of all the stuff that's going on, politics and stuff. We just had elections. Oh, Call of Duty World at War. Yeah, I don't have that one, actually. Well, that's the first one, isn't it? The original one. At Black Ops, it does have World at War maps from the zombie maps, but not really, yeah. It's really cheap, too. I think it's like $20. A lot of people say it's one of the best Call of Duties, so I mean, I should probably look into maybe playing it sometime in my life. I don't blame you, yeah. You know, that comes with anime. It is a little perverted at times, but sometimes you just want a really good story, you know, like even Naruto has its boobs in it every once in a while, you know, it's more tongue-in-cheek and stuff, but it's I hear you, man. I don't like a lot of boobs myself too. I'd rather have a good story. I'd rather have good fighting, you know. I used to watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z, which had a lot of great fight scenes in it. Not a lot of boobs. I think anime gets the bad rep that you know they're all full of tentacles and boobs and porno and stuff, and it's like not so far from the truth. Not all animes like that, just some of it. It's probably a small percentage. Oh, you've been playing zombies since then. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die. Oh yeah. Alright, gotta concentrate because I'm gonna die really bad. No. Oh, no. I don't even know what killed me. Oh, that guy. What else can we talk about? What kind of games are you into other than Call of Duty Zombies? Are you into World of Warcraft? They just had BlizzCon. Oh my god, that guy just got screwed over. Me personally, I'm really into, when I'm not playing these kind of games, I'm really into indies, independent games. That's why I think I like those games, because they do have a story in them. Yeah, did you see it? They remade it. They brought it back. They did like a reboot of Dragon Ball Z. I haven't had a chance to check it out, but I would really want to see it. If you're into video games and you like Japanese culture, like I do, I love Japanese culture. I even took some Japanese in high school, but it's all gone. I don't know too much. I could probably say like Watashi wa Luis Flores des American Gene. That's about it. It's just my name and like that I'm an American. Anyway, yeah. If you like Japanese culture, there's a really cool Japanese show that you could probably find on Tumblr or find torrents for. It's called Game Center CX. It's kind of like Twitch. This guy who plays video games, not live. It's like recorded, but he has up to about like 12 to 24 hours to beat a game, and they're usually old games from Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo. And he's a grown-ass adult. He's like 50 something, so it's fun to watch because it's an older person playing video games and trying to, you know, beat him as someone who isn't young and isn't really. It's just fun to watch because he's also a comedian, a Japanese comedian. But yeah, if you've never heard of it, it's called Game Center CX. It's been on for a long time before Twitch even like existed. He's kind of like, but the only thing is in Japan he's very popular. He's like you know, what I think, you know, I could compare him to is like maybe a Jimmy Fallon, someone who has a talk show that's very popular on TV, but he plays video games. That's his show. It's pretty awesome. He's not my inspiration behind streaming. It's just something I found more recently. But if you're really into anime and Japanese culture, he's worth checking out. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Why didn't I get another weapon other than the handgun? Why? See if I can revive this guy. Run. Then let's go back after the other guys, if we can. And then I swear to God I will look at chat in a second. Once I'm not trying to revive these homies. Run. I need to hit up the fire sale. Give me something good, please, box. Thank you. Whew, that was close. I have a Mac. I know it's hate me all you want. A lot of people don't like it that I have a Mac. Honestly, I didn't originally plan on playing games on my computer. I bought it only to download videos, and then once I found out that I could play games on it, then I started to get into computer games. But I definitely, if I knew that I was going to do that, I would have bought a PC instead. But yeah, if you're really into indie games and have a Steam account, just let me know. And I have some free games that I could probably send you, even maybe on Twitch if you use his Twitch account a lot, if you're really interested in indie games. They're all extra copies, so don't worry. Don't feel bad if you're like you're too humble to like accept them. Trust me, I have plenty to give. Oh my god, come on. But you can download them for PC. It's just you know, I have a Mac, but the codes work on Steam, so you can get them on PC as well if you have a Steam account, that is. I think for tomorrow I'm going to play a little bit of BioShock and a little bit of zombies. It looks like we lost, apparently. I don't see any of us alive. Not primarily. I'm obviously playing this on Xbox. I mean, I plan on getting a PS4 pretty soon, so I mean, I'm not primarily PC, but I feel like that's like the future. It's just a lot more people play on PC. Alright, I'm going to do a little Kino der Toten before I end the night. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should send it there. It's 9 o'clock here. I want to go back and watch a little more wrestling and some other stuff. There's a British Boot Camp. It's a UK show that I kind of want to check out because there's a really great independent wrestler that I like called, what's his name? Grado? No. Yeah, something like that. So I might end it there and just continue tomorrow. But I'm primarily a console player. I didn't start getting into computer games until recently. Yes, the shitty thing about computers is they break really easily and you have to update them all the time. That's why I like console a little better, but sometimes there's some games on console that I wish I could play that I can only play on my Mac, unfortunately. And then there's games that I can't play on the PC, like Destiny, that you can only play on console. So, it's kind of like, ugh. See, I'm playing this on Xbox. Show you some of the games I have. I don't have all of them. I have Payday. I love Payday. I've been playing a lot of Payday lately. BioShock, of course, great story. Spelunky is an indie game that I love. These aren't all my games. I have another Xbox in the other room with a bigger hard drive, but yeah. Anyways, I think like I said, I'll call it a night. If you want to check out some more my other stuff, you can go to my main page if you can. If you're on phone or if you're on a tablet or something, you probably won't see it. But I have a YouTube channel. Let me link you to all that stuff if you want to check out some more stuff of mine. Of course, pleasure's all mine. Thank you for talking with me. I don't mind doing it at all. I also have a Twitter account. If you want to follow me on there, I always just say when I'm going to stream on there. I think I have a Tumblr one too. Maybe. If you ever want to add me on Xbox and you have an Xbox. But yeah. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow, probably around 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock, a little earlier than today. I started at 6. So your time, that was probably going to be like 6 o'clock. So, and then I usually stream for about 3 or 4 hours. So if you can't make it to the stream at that time, you can always check out my highlights on YouTube. I usually do anything I do on here and just transport it over to my YouTube account. So if you miss any of the streams, you can check them out there as well. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for talking with me. It was really fun to talk about wrestling and actually being able to talk with someone else who knows anything I'm talking about wrestling. So have a good night. Take it easy, Steph, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow or anytime this week. I usually stream Monday through Friday. Today's my birthday, so I made an exception. I streamed on the weekend. But yeah, take it easy and have a good night.